How do we model this in Revit? Or where can we get this fitting type? How can we model this bifurcated shape right here? Wow, do we even have this type of a fitting in Revit? These are all the questions that you have asked me, and you asked me to explain to you how you can model these types of fittings in Revit. So watch the rest of this video so that I will tell you the key points about modeling these types of fittings. Hello everyone, I hope you are doing great. This is Sahare Kionihaku, and today I'm going to talk to you about some special different fitting types in Revit. As you saw at the beginning of this video, some of you would send me these types of photos and ask me how you can model these fittings in Revit. Those were some fittings which weren't just triodes or direct fittings, and you were wondering how you could model them. So I chose to call those kinds of fittings these special fittings. And now let's go see how we can load them. We go to the Insert tab and then click on Load Family. Then I'm going to go in the English Imperial folder, which is for the imperial units like inch or foot. We also have the English folder, which is related to all the metric units in Revit. It makes no difference which one you use. So now I'm going to go in the English Imperial folder and then go inside the Duct folder. After that, we're going to go in the Fittings folder. And let me tell you that rectangular is for ducts with a rectangular end and round is for circular ends. So I just went into rectangular. Here we have two important folders, one of which is called Ys, which are fittings shaped like the letter A, or in other words, they are triodes. And we also have the folder called Pants and V's. Pants fittings are shaped like the pants that we have, and V's are shaped like the letter V, which also are other kinds of triodes. So we can find the special fittings that we're looking for inside these two folders. Now I'm going to go into Y's, and if I click on any of them, I would see a preview. This one right now has 4 ends. It's called double Y. It has 1 entry and 1, 2, 3 exits. Now take a look at this one. This one is used in a lot of projects, and as you can see, it has 1 entry which continues straight ahead, and it has a junction on this side. Now the next one, again we have an entry and 2 exits. We have a few other similar fittings, for example this one, and this one. They are similar to one another, but their settings and parameters are different. Now let's go back a folder, and now let's check out Pants and V's. As you can see here, we have some other fittings as well. These ones are pants or V-shaped. So now I'm going to hold the Control key and select this, and the next one, and the next one, and this one. Now I'm going to load these 4 into the project so we can talk about them. And the same process is for all the other fittings as well. We're going to click Open. Now we're going to go to the Systems tab, then click on the Duct command first. Then I'm going to enter the sizes that I want so I can draw a new duct, and then start to draw it. If you recall, we have loaded our fittings from the Imperial folder, so now we can also change the unit of the duct sizes. We're going to use the shortcut UN. Then we're going to go in the HVAC discipline, then we go to the duct size, and then we are going to change our units to inches and choose to have 2 decimal places and also specify a symbol. OK and OK. Now we're going to go over here and change our width size to 20 and the height 16. At the default elevation 2750, we're going to click. Now we zoom in a little and drag the mouse and click again and press Escape. Now it makes no difference which of the fitting types we choose for this straight duct, because I wouldn't be needing a fitting right now, so I have to place those loaded fittings manually. Now to place those fittings, we're going to go to the Systems tab, and then we're going to click on Duct Fitting command, And then we can go over here and see a preview of each of the fittings which we have loaded. After we select one of them, we are going to slowly approach the duct. And once we see a connection point, we're going to click. As you can see, the fitting will adjust its sizes with the sizes of the duct. Another important thing about these fitting types is that if you click and your fitting becomes disoriented, you have to keep calm. Then the first thing that you should do is check your sizes. We see that the entry or the width sizes have become aligned. So we should adjust the exit sizes. According to the plan, the size of one of the exits is 18 inches and the other one is 10 inches, and it continues that way. As you can see, the fitting is coordinating itself. Or we could just change the exit's widths to 14 inches. Completely symmetrical. Now, if we click on the fitting, again, we will notice that the width of the entry has adjusted itself with the width of the duct. But as for the exits, we can only change their widths. But on the other hand, the middle elevation of the fitting is the same as the middle elevation of the main duct. So in case along the way, the middle elevation of the entry as well as the height change, we will automatically get a transition. For example, I'm going to right click here and click on Draw a Duct and change the sizes from 14 by 16 to 14 by 10. Now if I continue to draw, I will see that I just got a transition. Now I'm going to take this duct and get a copy of it, then click here and click again here. Let's put another one here and another over here. Now we go back to the Systems tab and Duct Fitting, and for the next one's fitting, I'm going to select this one. Like we said before, we're going to approach the duct, then click, then the fitting will coordinate itself. But as you can see, it got a little disoriented, so we're going to keep calm. We see that the entry or the width is 20. Then we're going to change the width of one of the exits to 14. Now I'm going to click on this one as well, and again type in 14. Can you see how it looks better now? Now let me tell you that here you can also change the heights. For example, we could say that this one is 14 by 10, and this one down here just coordinated itself automatically. So now we know that their heights are codependent, but still they have nothing to do with the height of the entry duct. Also, if you take a look at the properties window, you will see lots of different parameters. For example, if you look right here, you see we have set left and set right, both of which are 6 inches. Now, for example, I'm going to make this 20 inches and we'll see what happens. Now we're going to give it a negative number, for example, -2, and I'm going to change this one to 15 inches. Do you see that, how the directions changed? You can change your exits directions by playing around with these parameters. So again, back to the Systems tab and Duct Fitting, and let's try the next one, Rectangular Pants Transition. Now we are going to click here, then we're going to keep calm, and now click on the fitting and select it, and adjust the exit sizes. This one's 14, as well as this one, 14. If you've noticed, you can change the heights here, because the height is the same as the ducts. Also here in the Properties window, you see that we have one duct height parameter, as in it's the same number for both ends of the fitting, but the duct width is changeable. Now the last one, Systems tab, then Duct Fitting, and now I'm going to open this drawer, and our last fitting would be this one. We're going to go over here and click, and after we place it, we can change the sizes. So again, I'm going to select the fitting. Then we see that we have 3 duct width parameters for all 3 ends, and we see that we can change the duct heights here as well. You see, for example, I'm going to change this one to 14, and we're going to do the same for this one. Then I'm going to change this from 6 to 10, and this one could also be different, for example, 14 by 12. But still, we can change their angles because their parameters is not turned on here. So these fitting types are not only different appearance-wise, but they are also different based on which parameters that they have and which one of them is changeable. For example, this fitting right here has lots of parameters which we can edit, like we can change its elevation, width, and height. But as for the other fittings, we can only change their dimensions. So considering what function each of them serves and the plan that you have and the dimensions that you are given, you can find and select the proper fittings that you want from the Wye's or the Pants and V's folders. Then you can load them, then completely coordinate them with your plan by changing the sizes. Thank you for being with me throughout this video. And if you would like to learn everything about modeling ducts in Revit from A to Z and also project-oriented, you can get yourselves the MEP Revit tutorial package by going to the Monroe College website. In this package, I have provided further explanations and details about all types of fittings while also applying them on a project.